Bulaye Tavwa, we love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bulaminaka, I'm Linda Form, a student Suva. I love listening to Today FM because they play latest music and they rock.
Hi, my name is Osinate. I'm from Ba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm a curator from Nandi. We love listening to Today FM. Here in Nandi, it rocks.
Hi, I'm Shania. I'm from Lotoka and I love Today FM and it rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
And Abdaka Fiji, in this bulletin, Parliament Secretariat refused forced resignation allegations, slight increase recorded in milk production. And Robert Sen is Housing Authority's new chief executive.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Edwin Nunn.
Acting Secretary General to Parliament, Vinyana Namosi Malua, is refuting allegations that a staff member was forced to resign over leaked videos of the August 9th altercation between Prime Minister Voreng Bainimarama and now suspended opposition MP Pio Tikonduandua. Namosi Malua, speaking exclusively to FBC News, said there was a serious breach of conduct by the former parliamentary staff who admitted sharing the video. Despite this, the acting SG says the staff member was given the opportunity of resigning or being terminated. Maggie Boyle with the story.
I'd like to put the record straight, and I'm really here to talk about the truth.
The ASG said Elias Sarandonduva resigned on his own accord after first admitting to a serious breach of conduct.
He had taken it to his village, but could not have shared. He said that he did not share because he did not have a laptop. So I asked him one final time whether he was telling me the truth, and he then admitted that he did share it. He did share it with others.
She says there were clear instructions after the events of 9th August and they were not followed.
The video was taken on Parliament's official camera during official hours and therefore the property of Parliament. It was shared without any authorization, and more importantly, there were standing instructions on how the footage was to be dealt with. And that is, it would be kept with me, the only copy with me, and then provided to the police when they came to Parliament to investigate.
Meanwhile, the ASG clarified that the person who actually shot the video was not on staff.
Has not lost his job. He still has a contract with the UNDP and is still currently employed there by the organization. He, in fact, was on attachment with us, with the Fiji Parliament, and he was assisting us in our media unit.
It's unclear how many copies of the video were made before it was first released on social media. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
The Fiji dairy industry has noted an increase in milk production so far this year. This follows an average production per cow at 6.5 litres of milk compared to 5 litres in 2018. Fiji Cooperative Dairy Company Limited Chair Simon Cole says recovery can be attributed to recent 14% increases in the milk price paid to farmers. Cole says increased production requires a better understanding of the management of dairy cattle through a lactation, which is the quickest way to produce more milk. He adds farmers have also benefited from ongoing advice provided through the Fiji Dairy Industry Development Initiative funded by the New Zealand government. Housing Authority has appointed Robert Sen as its new chief executive. Chair Nesbitt Hazelman says they are delighted that Sen comes with the right skill sets and personal capability to lead the authority. Sen has an outstanding career to date in the public and private sector, where his primary responsibilities involved management and finance. Having worked in bodies such as the Fiji Roads Authority will allow him to keep an eye out for detail in shifting Housing Authority into a new direction. Fiji has about 90% of treatment available for breast cancer, says Minister for Health Dr. Ifiremi Wangainambete. Speaking during JAX of Fiji's Pinktober launch in Nadi yesterday, Dr. Wangainambete says over the past few years, Fiji has improved in the way it treats cancer. Dr. Wangainambete also highlighted that 1 in 12 women in the country are estimated to be diagnosed with cancer.
Over the last 20 years, I've seen how we've improved in the way that we looked after breast cancer in this country. When I started being a young trainee surgeon, no one really knew how to look after breast cancer. But obviously after me, there's been a few others that got away for training. We also have nurses that are interested in looking after women with breast cancer. We have an oncology unit, and we have now a trained medical oncologist.
The government is moving away from building concrete-based infrastructure to nature-based infrastructure in climate change-affected areas. Climate Change Minister Aya Syed Kayum says nature-based infrastructure is more effective at protecting communities from increases of soil erosion, flooding and sea level rises. Syed Kayum says a classic example is the Navaitovatu village vetiver grass project, which is now a model for climate change vulnerable communities around the world.
The need to build our resilience to climate impacts grows more urgent by the day. For that very reason, Fiji has also emerged as a global champion for the cause of climate adaptation, spurring the world to put resources behind real solutions that adapt vulnerable communities to climate impacts.
Two Fijians will be joining a cohort of climate activists at this year's UN Climate Summit in New York. The youth will represent the region as Pacific warriors at the summit. Alicia Azima Bano and Komal Kumar will join three others from the Pacific to engage with world leaders on their stance on climate change and its impact on small island nations.
The key things is young people's involvement in addressing SDGs, especially at the grassroots levels. My group Active Network does this annual event called Youth Fest, and this year for one of our workshops we had over 20 young people participate, and it was sort of an eye-opener for us.
Don't have the time to keep proposing what we can do to tackle the climate crisis. This is the time, as re-emphasized by the United Nations Secretary General, to come with a plan, to show what the governments and policymakers can really do.
The Fiji Development Bank is continuing its financial literacy program in 160 schools, targeting over 30,000 students. This was highlighted by Chief Executive Mark Clough while presenting FDB's 2018 annual report to the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Economic Affairs. Clough says this differentiates the development bank from other commercial banks. He adds that though financial literacy is not explicitly stated in the SDGs, FDB sees the program as a foundation of sustainable business.
So it's the case of getting them while they're young, you might say, in terms of teaching them about saving and investment. Then there are specific programs that we have as part of product development.
The three sugar mills have collectively crushed a total of 841,000 tons of cane to date. The Fiji Sugar Corporation says despite the rainy weather, crushing momentum remains upbeat and progressive as both Lautoka and Lambasa mills have crossed the 300,000 ton mark. The Rarawai mill has crushed around 200,000 tons of cane after 9 weeks. The FSC is warning cane growers and cutters to remember the dangers of burning cane, as it will not only affect the environment but sugar quality as well. The Agriculture Ministry yesterday donated a tractor to the Fiji Meat Industry Board. The ministry's Deputy Secretary Chone Sovalawa says the equipment will assist the meat industry and its workers. So Sovalawa adds more assistance is expected soon to boost the production levels of the meat industry.
The assistance that you've highlighted in terms of the tractor is just one of the assistance that the ministry is going to give, and there is a lot. We have the fee, slaughter fee, that we need to finalize the papers, and we assure you that we are going to fast track that paper to ensure that the farmers are not disappointed. There's no finger pointing at the institution.
Baseball development moves to the north. Stay with us.
Bula na lang ko siya ba? Dotale taga vuelo rongo sirma ko na lo fijo na kasi.
Bula ya Veronica Melotoka. Dotale veo na radio fijoan ando mai biti. Na vango merre telawa go ngai tabua. Ando tali ta kana rongo na radio fijoan nando mai biti.
Bula go ngai no keimba ando tali ta wale na rongo na radio fijoan nando mai biti. Na wale.
Ana dango saniter kwati. Ando tali ta ka lebu na rongo na radio fijoan eno sorry.
Radio Fiji One nandomo iviti.
Welcome back. The Flying Fijians have touched on a few specific areas while building up for the Rugby World Cup in Japan.
just working on specific field position aspects of the game, hoping to get all the players to get some good game time and really, test our game systems under some pressure.
The Fijian Drua team are gunning for a win this Saturday when they take on New South Wales country in Australia, following a draw to the Brisbane City and a loss to the Western Force. Coach Senirusi Seruvakula is demanding players put their bodies on the line for their showdown this weekend. The team has also been working on areas that they've identified from their 2 matches which need improvement.
This is the most important game. This is the most important game that we had that talk in the meeting. We can't afford to lose this week. So we need to prepare well and body on the line on Saturday.
The Baseball and Softball Association of Fiji, as part of its development program, is looking at taking the sport to the Northern Division. The association development officer, Inoke Nyumbalavu, says this has been made possible through the efforts of new coach Taka Hironishio. Nyumbalavu says Hironishio introduced the idea of taking the sport to the north, and they have since then been working on doing so.
Again, trying to now expand baseball into Vono level. There's some senior players that lives there now. He wants to help in terms of expanding baseball out in Vono level. So we're currently in talks right now with him and trying to prepare a kit and also some of the programs we want him to roll out when he's out there.
Cloudy periods and showers are forecast for most parts of the country. The further outlook is for some showers and possible thunderstorms with heavy falls over northern Vanuatu. Cloudy periods with some showers over the eastern parts and interior of the larger islands, fine apart from possible isolated afternoon or evening showers. And that is your FBC Morning News. Remember to join us at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. For these stories and others, you can also tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. That's it from me for now. Good morning.
Hi, I'm Shamiza. And I'm Salma. We're from Nandi and we love Mirchi FM because it's hot.
My name is Rajnita Lata and I'm from Vatulaloba. और हम सब मिर्ची FM सुनता है because it's hot. Hi, my name is Vinita. I'm from Lambasa. I love listening to Mirchi FM. It's number 1.
हमारा नाम सागर रेड्डी है। हम लोग स्कूल में, हम लोग घर में और कहीं भी रहता हम लोग खाली मिर्ची FM सुनता। गोल्ड टाउन तावा में मिर्ची FM दागो मामा।
Mirchi FM, it's hot.